third thing we want to do is deliberately install interaction. Right? Plan some spontaneity. So you've got your content mapped out, whether it's a webinar to teach or to sell, and what you need to have is spontaneous moments carefully planned and inserted into your content. So let me give you a few of those. Number one, if you're using format, you know, why, what, how, and what now, every time you transition from why to what, or what to how, or how to now, insert an interactive bit. Ask a question. So you've taught your why, and then you can go. So that's my reasons why I think this is valuable and important. But more important than my reasons are you. So what I want to know right now is, please type it in the question box. Why do you want to master this? People type in. You've just taught your 5 key principles or your 3 key principles when you're doing your what piece, like I'm doing here with you. When you switch from before you switch from what you need to know to here's how to do it, then just check in and go, out of those 5, which one of those do you think will give you the biggest competitive advantage? Great. After you've taught your how, you say, how is that different from how you've been doing it so far, and what kind of an impact do you think it might make? And people will type in their answers. Does that make sense? You deliberately install interaction anytime you switch from why to what to how, or how to now. How else do you install interaction? Well, you have question slides built into your slide deck, so you can't possibly screw it up. You just read out the question. You see me do that a lot, right? You can put in polls. You can draw on your iPad. You have people type in answers or raise their hand. All we're doing is we're making sure that the interaction isn't spontaneous. Even though it creates a spontaneous moment, it's strategically planned out and deliberately inserted in at the right places. What you want to have ideally is a state change every 7 minutes. Every 7 minutes, something that shifts people in their chair and has them reset their attention. Like when you change slides. That's one way to do that. Okay, it's not the only way. Tell a great story, ask a question, draw a model. Yeah? But those 3 things, if I go, number 1, think online workshop. Number 2, train people well. Number 3, install interaction. That's how we engage well. So here's what used to happen for me. I used to, you know, when I got excited about this idea of teaching, the only kind of teaching I'd really seen was informational, you know, like me transferring my data to you, and it's boring. What really made the difference was seeing a couple of great trainers and just noticing what they did. I haven't really done any formal presentation skills training. I've just seen people, you know, I'm a good modeler, you know, I see what I like and I go, oh, that was cool, and I do that. But what really made it work was, what really made it work when I switched to the online space, like webinar, was going, you know what, let's forget that this is a webinar and pretend it's an online workshop.